we sparred. My friend Steve O'Meara was there for 1 round. He stayed for 1 round. He left after 1 round because the spar was moving. I was helping you out. There was nothing really in the spar. Do you know what I'm saying? The next day, I think there were some heated words after. There was some heated conversation. The next day, he went on social media and said he schooled me.
It was the same day. I beat him up in the 8th round. I vaulted the ropes and he got upset. And he ended up kicking me in
the jump thing. I remember that, the jump thing.
But in the past, he said he made me quit.
I don't know if that was...
I've heard you say you made me quit. And that's how
no,
you know he's lying about it. Because look at me. You know me as a fighter. You know me as a fighter. You've seen how I fight. You see the man I am in the ring. I've never ever quit. I've never swallowed in a fight.
No, never. I don't think I've said that. I've never said that. I've never said that, Chris.
You've said that.
I've never said you.
And that's how we know.
That's one thing I know is you've got heart.
That's right. That's what you
That
mean.
is one thing. Yeah. That's one thing he has got.
In terms of this fight, James, what is the one thing then that makes the difference as far as you're concerned? Why do you win this fight?
I'm too good for Chris EUBANK. I'm far too good for him.
You've talked about levels. Just explain that.
Explain. There's levels in boxing. I say I've boxed at the highest level for a long time, amateur and pro. I've boxed and beat the best out there, and I've come through. EUBANK, every time he's stepped up to the highest level, Groves, Billy Joe Saunders.
You're like a parrot.
He's lost. I am a parrot.
But
Stop using my bars, parrot. I have actually been a parrot the past couple of weeks.
We need to focus on you, not on other fighters.
Chris, it is a
He's
fair
answering
point.
me a question.
It is a fair point in terms of, you might say, James's pedigree, an Olympic gold medalist.
He has the pedigree.
The first British fighter to win a world title following an Olympic gold medal.
He's had the experience. He's had the. He's a former world champion. You can't take that away from him. But at this stage now, at the level that I believe I'm at, with the focus that I have for this fight, he can't touch me.
How do you close that gap in terms of pedigree then? What closes that gap?
I mean, it's not even, it doesn't come down to pedigree now. It comes down to who wants it more, who's more dedicated. I live this life every single day. He doesn't. He knows what the sacrifices that have to be made, and he knows he doesn't make them all the time. That's why he's had flat performances in his last couple fights, because he gets lazy.
I'm just looking at him.
That's one thing you'll never, ever hear about me, is that I'm lazy. I dedicate myself.
This guy, I'm looking at him and I'm just hearing just rubbish come out of his mouth. I'm just looking at him and he's very...
So how do you say you did in his last few performances you had?
I was terrible. Listen, I see on your cribs. Listen, I see on your cribs, you and your coach, yeah, as watching. This is how stupid you are. You're watching. You're studying me against Truex #1.
I've looked at all your fights.
You and me and Truex
I've watched every single one of your fights.
You're in for a big shock.
Don't worry about that. I'm not looking at Truex and thinking, oh yeah, this is all it is. I've seen all your fights. I know everything that you do.